Hey, my dearies. I'm going to be doing a quick channeled message. This is something that came to me. Spirit gave me this message, and I want to share it with you guys. So, here's the message. Okay. You recently have gotten some truth regarding a situationship, a relationship, somebody from your past. I'm getting the energy that this relationship or situationship, whatever you want to call it, never truly, it didn't blossom into anything. And I don't know how many times I say this. I really hate doing twin flame readings or any type of twin flame anything, just because people romanticize the twin flame journey. People think the twin flame journey is butterflies and rainbows, and then they get into the journey not knowing what they're getting themselves into. With my personal twin flame journey, my twin. So think about it like this. I'm going to give you a little explanation, and this is from how I interpret it. It could be different for other people, other cultures, other religions, other beliefs, or whatever. But this is how I see it. Okay, so the twin flame journey, basically, one individual in the twin flame journey is light, right? Light, love. And then the other person is dark. Think of it like a yin and a yang, right? There's light and darkness and light. And so in my twin flame journey, I was supposed to help my twin go within and heal his shadow. And he was supposed to help me in my shadow because he was a pro in that. Usually, and it varies from couple to couple, but one is in the dark and one is in the light. And so the one that's in the light shows the one in the darkness how to heal and how to go into their north node, into their divinity, right? So that they end up ultimately blessed. The light goes into the darkness's energy field and guides them into the divinity. And then the darkness helps the light go into that dark energy and work on that shadow side. And then they both come together as one, because ultimately in the divine universe, there is no division. It just is. The yin yang represents that very fact that there is no division. There's light, darkness, duality, and that's it. And so in my particular case, my twin unconsciously, maybe consciously, in retrospect, was aware of what they had to do, and they got scared. They were cowards, and then they couldn't. And everyone has free will. It's okay, but they were afraid, and this is the issue that happens to a lot of people, is that they are afraid to go into their shadow and go through those layers of them. They're very comfortable in the darkness, which is fine, but you're supposed to face the darkness and look at it and say, oh, there you are. Nice to meet you. Let's work on this, and then transmute it. And then you're liberated from that chain, that weight. So I was meant to go into my twin's life to help them step into their divinity and really release the shadow layers of themselves and ultimately liberate them. And then I was supposed to go through the darkness and find liberation in the darkness. So in each way, it's a form of healing on both sides, but differently. I hope that makes sense. Unfortunately, in my case, my twin turned karmic, and he chose the life that he wanted to choose, and that's okay. Everyone has free will, and everyone chooses what timeline they want to be on, and that's what they chose. But with this particular channeled message, I'm getting that your twin flame turned karmic was actually taking your essence, and has been taking your essence since you guys met. I heard closet warlock. They're in the closet. They're like closet spiritual person. Like they're not, they act like they don't believe in God. They act like they don't believe in the divine, but they are. And so they worked with a group, probably a little coven. I'm seeing like 3 people. They worked together to take your essence, and they probably did that with some sex magic. So I'm getting the Knight of Wands here. So this person got into your life and gave you some very good sexual intimacy, and that was what brought that tie. But that's what was needed for them to continue draining your life force. And so for this particular collective, this is for someone that you've met in the past, who you had hopes for reconciliation, and then have gotten the clarity, Ace of Swords, that they've just been like taking your essence, just like the fucking Skeksis in the Dark Crystal. All this time they were Skeksis and you didn't even know it. So what does this mean for you? What does this mean for you, collective? This person was a karmic. This person, the justice is here. This person was brought into your life. Originally, it was meant for healing. 808, 808 on the timer. So originally it came to heal. It was meant to be a union for healing, but because free will, they chose outside of that, and now they're your karma. I feel like you've made boundaries. I think this person has also, because they realized that they couldn't fool you. So they realized that they couldn't fool you, and they kept their distance. They might be coming in for like some form of apology or something for some sort, but they're gonna get really bad karma. I feel like, yeah, like you're not talking to this person now. This person might have come in a while back to apologize, and they're a little bit shocked now that you've blocked them, because the Four of Swords is here. The Four of Swords is here, and you're like, I don't want anything to do with this, but underlying was the Four of Wands. So, and the Empress, the Four of Wands and the Empress. See, so you came into this person's life to bring the Four of Wands and the Empress energy, and they denied it. They didn't want it. 929. They didn't want it. You see, the universe was like, here's this amazing blessing where you could just be abundant in that state of love. And they were like, no thanks. I want no love. What is love? I hate that stuff. I hate, I'm true love. Yeah, they were like, no thank you. They were scared. All right, this is part 2. So this person was like, no, I'm just in it for the fun. I want this because I feel like their spiritual ranking, they did. They were acting like the fool. Again, they're closet spiritualists. They're closet, like I'm getting that They're closet spiritualists. They say that they don't believe in God, but they do. There's like, you know, and I'm getting even like Satanists, like they're like closet, all of that, but deep down they're like they're knee deep in the darkness. Like they're like if you're light and love and life, they're the opposite. That's how in engulfed in that. They're in that, right? And so the universe was like, you know what? I'm gonna bless them. I'm gonna give them a curveball, and I'm gonna give them this Empress, and and it's gonna bring the Four of Wands, abundance, travel, windfalls, love. Did I mention love? Yeah, that was huge. Something that this person wasn't used to, right? And I'm also getting that you really tried. Like you really tried to demonstrate unconditional love. 144,000. You really tried to give this person unconditional love, and you did not give up on it. You were like, no, I'm going to show them, right? And then and this person just wouldn't change. This person would not change. They were in this Wands energy, in and out, back and forth, with the Knight of Wands, in and out, back and forth. So they were able to like play you, and they were trying to they used spell work, like sex magic, to like get your essence. They wanted to break your heart. They were like, if I could keep this soul tie for as long as possible, and I'll just drain her energy, the Midas touch, then I'll be good. And I'm getting that you're getting the clarity over this. This person has turned karmic, and I feel like you've learned lessons because of this for the better. And for those where this resonates, you were forced to go into the shadows yourself. Like they were supposed to guide you through the darkness. They were supposed to be like, hey, that's the darkness, right? Because if you're the light and you're love, right? Light, love, life, they're the opposite. And so, they're pros. They were supposed to be like, yeah, this is the darkness. And you're supposed to be like, oh wow, thanks for helping me, guiding me through this, and helping me get through this darkness, and helping me understand what it is. And that's not what happened. You ended up having to go like a warrior by yourself into that. And so he didn't help you. He wasn't in his divine masculine in order to guide you. Like he refused his strength. I heard he refused his blessing. Like he was going to receive this blessing, like it was like a spiritual blessing. Yeah, it was going to be amazing, and that didn't happen. I feel like this person is in a great deal of shit now, because the Wheel of Fortune's here, and there's this change. And what's this change? Well, look at this person is in the Eight of Swords now. They're in this Eight of Swords energy. And they're beginning to realize, like, oh shit, what was I thinking? Yeah. So I'm going to ask the question, what's going to happen to this individual who took this Earth Angel's essence? I'm hearing like a lottery win. Like I'm hearing like you were supposed to win the lottery. Like you were supposed to win some like lottery winning, windfall of money or something like that, and they siphoned it. See, look, you can't make this up. 10 of Pentacles. And you've been forced to do everything on yourself with the 10 of Wands here. This person is jealous of you because you have little, but you act like you won the lottery yourself. The consequence for this troll stealing your essence, stealing your Midas touch, it's like from that scene in the series Upload where that bug is like holding on to the guy. Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. Like, this person has been energetically taking all your blessings, and I keep on getting like one up. Like, they've been trying to take your essence with the Five of Swords. They're like secretly in competition with you. They're super jealous. They're debating on whether or not they need to come back, and if they want to try again as a friend just to get into your life. And you're like, yeah, no. Seven of Wands here with the Ten of Swords. Like, you're in your Queen of Pentacles, Emperor energy, and this is their judgment. Their judgment is the Five of Cups and the Chariot. They might be dealing with car issues. They might have been sending you spell work to block you, to give you issues with your vehicle. They might be having issues with their vehicle. If they won the lottery, they're going to lose their business. Like, if they did anything to take from you, they're going to receive that back. You see? Just a shame. Yeah, they want to come back to get into your good graces. Yeah, I feel like they manifested, like they were trying to like take from you, and they've been trying to take from you. 717. Yeah, look at that. 8 of Swords. They could be drinking a lot too. So yeah, this person competing for your Empress energy. Now in the 8 of Swords. With the Ace of Swords, 9 of Swords, probably having trouble sleeping. And they were working with other people with the 3 of Pentacles here and the 3 of Cups. Yeah, you've been doing it on your own while this guy's been taking everything from you. And they might even want to come in with this thing of change and the death. Oh, I've changed. 808. I've changed. Yeah, you can't be fooled. You can't be fooled. You're like, yeah, no. 7 of Wands. You're in this energy. The Empress. What a fool. These guys are fools, man. These five of Cups, they're going to be in deep regret, and they're going to be watching you. I saw the Knight of Pentacles. Like, they're going to be so loyal to you. It's going to be so loyal. Like, they're going to be watching you in your Empress energy and your Emperor energy, taking back your power after everything that they took from you. And then your burdens, like, are going to be no more burdens. You're like releasing all the burdens. Look at that. Beautiful. They might come in and want to gift you something. Yeah, my twin fan, there's a fee for my twin to come back into my life. Yeah, see, they're devoted. They're loyal to you and this thing, but in this relationship with the Lovers here, but you're like, yeah, no. You're done. You're done with this player energy. Yeah, they see you in this 9 of Pentacles energy. Yeah, or they're secretly in competition with you. And they're in the Judgment now. They're in the Judgment. They missed out. Shame. Shame. But not surprised. Yeah, 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups keeps on coming out over this 4 of Wands. Yeah. And so this person might be holding back, holding on. I heard holding on by a piece of thread. They might want to work with you. They're actually probably seeing if it's worth coming forward, but I don't think you're interested. They might be messaging you sending you a message, but there's something hidden. Yeah, there's a lot of devil energy here. This definitely, it like depicts this toxic person. Reminds me of my twin. Yeah, man. My twin was in the devil energy as well. Yeah, 844 I just saw. Yeah, my twin was in this devil, Seven of Swords energy. Yeah, your person could be they could be lying about being in a relationship or being in some type of commitment. They're in this commitment that they're miserable in. They're like in this horrible, they're in a commitment that they hate. And they're just watching you shine. That's their karma. Their karma, their judgment is watching you shine without them. They're like, wow, they really didn't need me. Nope, they didn't. Because, the time will work itself out. If the other person wasn't meant to be part of that journey with you, that twin flame journey, then life has a way of finding itself out. And now this person wants to come in, hoping that you're the Queen of Cups. They're coming in with the King of Cups. Knight of Swords, sudden communication, hoping that you're like this Queen of Cups energy, and you're being asked to temper your emotions because it's gonna come in shocking, like you're like the Tower. This person wants to tell you about, they want to give you something, they want to tell you about how you're probably thinking they're not even 222, they don't even, you're probably thinking they're not even thinking of you, but the opposite's true. Like they can't stop thinking of you. Like the moment you left their life, that's when they realized that they lost something that they never will experience again, and they won't. That's their karma. So this person's dealing with a huge, see, this is them, right? They would have been like this if they chose you. Burdens liberated, like, because this Empress energy would have helped them break free from that. So anyways, they're coming in with this Wheel of Fortune energy. I'm changed, but the King of Wands is here. Yeah, somebody wants to come in with an apology and tell the truth about this player energy, and with the Four of Swords and the Death, it's like, yeah, no. Somebody's gonna have to work really hard. Somebody's gonna have to work really hard and be patient if they want this Ten of Cups. They want this Ten of Cups with this Aries, fiery energy. Most Aries, especially, yeah, they don't do second chances. Like Aries people, yeah. And I feel like you're moving forward on this opportunity. You're like, to hell with this. Para carajo. Yeah. I heard they said what they had to say, and you're moving on with the Three of Wands for something bigger and better. And they're going to be in the Five of Pentacles. They're going to be in the Five of Pentacles, hoping for the Ten of Pentacles. Now they're going to want to work. Now they're going to want to do what they're supposed to do. Now they want to do all this stuff. And yeah, look at that with the Magician underlined. Now they're like, whoa, shit, what did I do? What did I do? Yeah, I always say, if somebody, 444, if somebody shows you who they are the first time, believe it. Believe it. Yeah. These guys are so scandalous. Yeah, you're working on yourself. You're in the Queen of Pentacles energy. Stable, abundant, working hard, doing what you got to do. And eventually they're going to be in the Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles, they haven't experienced the boomerang effect already. Because you don't just take people's energy, you don't just take people's essence and not expect a consequence. everything has a positive or a negative consequence. So if somebody's been doing that to you and you're just figuring that out, they're gonna get a huge financial consequence for taking your finances and your abundance and your money. So yeah, my twin stole from me, took from me. Like, he turned straight karmic. Like, once he realized what the twin flame journey was, he was like, to hell with this. Like, I'm gonna be a coward and just stay to myself and continue living the miserable life that I'm currently living. Like, he chose misery over unconditional love. Yeah, very stubborn. But that's just my experience. Maybe it'll be different for you guys. Yeah, you're healing right now, going within with the High Priestess and the Star. You're healing from this and moving on. Bigger and better things. Yeah, look at, they're experiencing a tower. It's too late, the Little Mermaid. It's too late. It's too late. Yes, look at that. They're experiencing the judgment over what could have been. Yeah. So the universe came in and they said, here, this is the blessing that you've been manifesting and praying for. And then they were like, fuck this. Oh no, I'm going to be miserable. I love being miserable because miserable equals love. So if I'm miserable and in chaos, to me, that equates to love. And now they're like miserable. They're like a mule. Like, they're just, now they're going to be forced to do everything in their south node. Now they're forced to do their south node. Because the north node came into their life and they refused it. They were like, bye, I don't want to be blessed. I don't even believe that the universe exists. I'm not worthy of this blessing. And so the universe was like, okay, all right, we'll just let you stay with this karmic. Or we'll bring another karmic who you think is your one, but it's not. And they're gonna like torturize. So and for some people, they actually ended up being with somebody else, and they ended up realizing that not all that glitters is gold. Like, they were expecting a certain something, and when it was just you, they were like, oh, that's not my twin. It has to be this person. They have to be dark and evil like me, not this love and light bullshit. But that's not how it works. One is light, one is dark, and then they come together like a yin yang, and they help each other heal. And so, yeah, this person is learning something new. Yeah, this cycle's over. You're moving on. Yep, you get the truth, the clarity. Moving on. You see what this is about. And this person doesn't want to give up on you now, apparently. 9/11. Look at, you're in your Empress energy. This person now wants to work on it with the Justice and the King of Swords, making a decision about the lies. Goodness. Well, listen, my dearies, that's the message, channeled message for you guys. I hope it resonates. Please like and subscribe. Make the right decision as usual. And peace, love, and blessings.